Hi YouTube.
Hi YouTube.
Welcome to Tia Michelle Uncensored.
Consented.
And this is our YouTube channel, which will consist of mother and daughter.
Everything.
Everything. Mother and daughter issues, challenges that we go through on a day-to-day basis, disagreements, fights, arguments, very deep conversations, and we hope it's very informative,
Beneficial.
yeah, and it's an experience for myself as I'll be learning on this journey. I'm so excited to be doing this video with my daughter because I get to be close to her, which is very rare because we're totally different.
Very different.
I am an extrovert,
And I'm an introvert.
so it's pretty difficult for us to have a relationship. I'm more of a touchy-feely, like I'm so affectionate. I just wanna hug her, and she gets really annoyed by that, which
Yeah.
I really do not understand, because I wish if my mom was like the way I am.
But I'm 16.
So who cares if you're
You're
16?
just always touching me and it's just
You're
weird.
still my baby. I don't
It's just
understand.
weird.
What do you mean? I don't
Weird.
understand.
It's weird.
It's not weird. Anyways, before we get there, let's not start one of our little moments. Not right now. So I'm Michelle. She's Tiana.
Yes.
I'm the mom. I'm the boss. I am the boss. And how old are you?
16.
And what are you doing? Tell the people what you're doing in life at the minute as a 16-year-old.
I am a student currently about to embark on my GCSEs. And yeah, that's it.
How's that going for you?
It's going well.
Yes, and I'm very proud. She's
Going well.
doing 12 GCSEs and she secured 2 so far. So whoop whoop, well done, TTO.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? The touch of feeling, but we'll touch on that particular
That's
topic
funny. Touch
because
on that.
because I can't. To me, I cannot understand. Oh yeah, and the next thing as well, I'm a Jamaican, so she's a Jamaican as well, but she came here since she was 2 years old, so she's very Britishanized.
That's not a word. That is not a
Well,
word.
as time goes by, obviously I'll make up my own words. Well, that's how I am. That's how we roll. We Jamaicans just make up our
You
little...
create words that aren't in the dictionary. That's what you
But
do.
you understand what I'm saying though, really?
Yes.
Right. You understand, and eventually you guys will understand as well. So I wanted to do this channel like a year ago.
And I wasn't interested because I just couldn't be bothered. I just...
She's a teenager. She is so I find teenagers to be so boring. Not really boring, but my daughter, she nothing interests her. Maybe it's like her phone. She's always on her phone. The only thing that interests her is her phone. I don't know how she has time to eat. She's always on her phone. So nothing really.
You have the whole world at your fingertips on your phone.
Yes, you do, but you still have to make time. You have to make time for your family. You can't just be on your phone like all the time. I don't get it. But why? I can't go nowhere with her. If we go to, we're running errands or something like that, I'll just be walking. And I'm making conversation. I'm just talking to her, saying this and saying that. And I'm the only one who is talking. What is the point of you coming? I always get so annoyed and so angry because she does not talk. It's like, what is the point? I might as well.
Sometimes you just want the peace and quiet.
If you want peace and quiet, stay home.
No, but sometimes you just want to go out.
Yeah, you want to. But listen, if I want your company, Tiana, the reason why I invite you in the first place, because I want your company. You're very insightful. You've got good taste. I might not like certain things that you wear sometimes or whatever. But sometimes I really like your I want your opinion. And if I'm talking and she's just there, we're just walking along, and I'm just be chatting away, and then she says I talk too much. Well, in this
You
video,
talk.
no.
You can see she's talking so much already.
She
She just talks all the time.
No,
I'm thinking, okay, you want to have a conversation, but where am I gonna get away and edgewise? And you just talk so much.
No, people, don't be fooled. Seriously, she talks too little. She
No.
doesn't. No, Tiana. Seriously, you're very. It's not even nice. All right, we went to Central London last week, Oxford Street.
Oxford Street.
Yes, and I was, obviously, you're with, someone. It's not just your daughter, but if you're traveling with someone, you're expecting, to have a conversation. The only time after we did our shopping, if you live in London, you know Oxford Street. It's a very busy place. And, come on, you're not just going to be walking with someone and not having a conversation. The only time Tiana talked was when we were having lunch. After the food was digested, she was really talking and chatty.
Maybe because I was hungry, so I needed food to talk.
Yeah.
Because my brain just needed the food.
Right.
And once I was filled with the food, I could then entertain a
Oh
conversation.
my God, Tiana, come on, please. After you ate your lunch, you spoke to me for about 10 minutes. We actually sat. We bought our lunch. We jumped on the tube. We got off. We were really hungry, so we sat underground, on those little benches that you have there, eating our lunch. And we're having a conversation, which I would share with you in another video. Very, very interesting conversation, that's why I like when she talks, because she's so intelligent, she's so knowledgeable, and she brings all these ideas. And then she only gave me like 10-15 minutes of her time and nothing. Like, no, nothing. And then she said I talk too much. So what am I? Can you imagine what this video would with Tiana? What would this video be like? See? And then she says I talk too much. No, I don't. You talk very little, Tiana.
It's because you're more bubbly than I am, and you can have a conversation better than I can.
No, that's actually not true. You bring no.
I'm just quieter by nature.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that you're quite bad. But sometimes it would be nice, like when we're in the car. We went to Paulton's.
What's that?
Paulton. Do you remember Peppa Pig when we took Riley and Roman to Peppa Pig?
Oh.
It's like maybe about an hour and a half or almost 2 hours outside of London. I swear to you. In that car, I was like so excited. We are going, taking the little ones to do something. And not only that, I work. She goes to school. My husband, her stepdad, works. So it's like we don't really get to see each other as such to have like real conversation. So it was really nice, in the car. So on the journey, I just noticed that I was the one talking. Nobody was saying nothing. And then they say, Mom, you talk too much.
Everyone was just trying to enjoy the greenery and the landscape because we were just in the countryside. It was in the middle of nowhere. So I was looking out and inhaling the fresh air, and what I'm hearing is just voice in the back of my head. She's just talking. It's my mom. I don't even know what she was saying.
Exactly. That, to me now, that's just disrespectful. Because for me personally, if I'm going somewhere with my mom and she's talking, at least come on, seem as if you're interested. Because it does hurt sometimes when you're talking to somebody. No, on a serious level now, it's really upsetting if you're trying to talk to somebody and they seem so uninterested. And I do understand that she's quiet. I really do know that she's quiet, but sometimes she doesn't even try. I don't know if other parents experience this with their teenage daughter, but she does not try. She's in her own little world. Sometimes, like, how do you have friends? What are you like with your friends? Do you actually talk to your friends?
Yes, I do.
No, but seriously, in your group, are you like the quietest one in your group?
I wouldn't say I'm the quietest, but sometimes I'm just withdrawn. Sometimes I'm thinking about other things.
Like what? There's nothing for you
like
to think
my life.
What about your life? You're only you just turned 16 a couple weeks ago, like, or a month ago. What about your life? You shouldn't be burdening yourself about life issues and stuff like that. The only thing you should actually have on your mind is your GCSEs.
GCSEs are on my mind. They consume a large part of my mind.
Yes, Tiana, but sometimes you're preoccupied. I think you should not be too much into yourself. I find you sometimes very self-centered. No, seriously. And you know that I've said that to you so many times. Like, you think about, I think you should actually think about, sometimes I want to talk, I like talking to you. I really do. I'm not saying, okay, you should be chatty like me or chat to me all the time. But sometimes, even when I'm talking to you, you could seem a little bit more interested in what I have to say and say something.
Say something. Do you know that song?
Which one? Who sings that?
I don't know, but it's a really good song.
Mm.
But yeah, I will do that. I will take that on board.
You should.
Yeah.
You really, really should. So,
what can the people expect to see from us?
Tell them what they can
future?
expect. I've done all the talking. She says I talk too much. So, shaking it. I'll hand over to you, Miss Tiana.
Well, you guys can expect to see a lot more of that, more discussions, our different opinions, our thoughts on certain topics, and yeah, we'll be talking about everything, as we said before, everything. If you